And we carry and put that in their pen, and they loved it. That was one of the main things we raised them on. And then the guineas, they'd eat the same things, I think. Yeah. And,
didn't you have to pick cotton and all that?
Yeah,
or did you have
and
to do it?
well, none of the rest of them had the chance to finish school, none of the rest of the children. But my daddy wanted me to finish so bad till he wouldn't keep me out to mulch the hoe and chop cotton and things and hold the cotton and hold the peanuts. He wouldn't keep me out to do that, but he always did all the others. Once in a while I'd maybe have to stay out a day, but he wanted me to finish school so bad, you know, because I was the baby, and he'd have sent me anywhere on earth I wanted to go to college. And I know I was a disappointment to him, but I never would have met my precious husband and had my darling family. And I might not never obeyed the gospel, which has saved my soul, my life, and saved my soul in heaven.
Before you get to
I might have had more money, but I wouldn't have had my riches of the Bible and heaven.
Before you get to marrying, tell about driving those cows like you used to tell us, and the bulls and everything. You and Bessie.
My dad, me and Bessie and Peasley would have to drive the bulls, and you know, my daddy always kept the mail to all the animals. You know, the community would use his mails. Well, when our cows, you know, he'd keep at least one bull, sometimes at least two, Jersey bulls usually. And that old Jersey bull, we'd have to drive them up the, you know, the dirt roads from one field to another. And we'd have big old sticks, and Lord, they'd turn around on us, and we'd been scared with them, even with the sticks. But we would drive them, just scared to death, and that old bull just a button up the banks. He was fierce. And pawing the dirt and bellowing. But we'd get them to the fields they needed to go in, and we'd fasten the gate good. And I won't never forget one day, the bull got Bessie and Peasley. I don't know why I wasn't along that day, but the bull got Bessie and Peasley up I think it was a persimmon tree up there in the edge of the field. One of the fields was carrying to, the field was carrying to. Yeah, they had to climb that persimmon tree to get it out of the way. The bull, he did turn on them that day. But I never did have him to turn on us when I'd be along. I mean, you know, I never did have to.
Kind of get worried once in a while.
Oh, scared. We were scared to death. And the cows would have little calves. And when they get a little older, you know, where we could wean them a little bit from their mamas, you know, we couldn't just raise them till they was gone on just their mama's milk. So we would have to rope them little calves, you know, on up pretty good little calves, so they'd be, you know, way on up, almost ready to sell them. We'd have to rope them, and we'd carry them down that lane, the red hill, to the bottom of that, we called it the bottom of the hill, or the lane, to a little fenced-in pasture. It's right there where Vivian and Jeanette and them live right now. And we'd put them in there every morning and leave their ropes. And every afternoon we'd have to go back after them and rope them and carry them back to the barn where they could be with their mama and get some of their mama's milk after eating in their little green pasture all day and everything. And then there'd always be little pigs to look after. And I won't tell them. Switch it off just a minute.
Green light. Okay, go.
Well, I won't tell much about the pigs and things like that because, you know, they'd have to do certain things to them to let them grow up and be hogs, you know. They'd have to cut out their little testicles, you know, and they'd squeal and everything, and they'd doctor them all, and so they would not be boars, you know, and the meat tastes bad. They'd have to do that. I had
experience with that myself.
You had to have Pops Smith do that, didn't you?
Yeah.
And they had to do that so the meat would be good, see, tasty. They wouldn't have that boar scent, you know, smell.